There's going to be a cracker this year at Gloucester Park in the summer. There are several outstanding 4-year-olds to be contesting this Rich Classic, and two of the leading candidates are in the stables of Mike Reid, and with me tonight is Mark Reid. And Mark, you've just driven Golden State and Beecher's Brook to victory over the last couple of days, and let's talk about Beecher's Brook for a start. A good win at Pinjarra on Monday.
Yeah, it certainly was. He only had the one soft trial prior to that, and he's still very, very big in condition. But he's sorry about that. Hang on. He's come back really, really well. He's filled right out and definitely a lot stronger than what he was as a 2-year-old. You know, we used to drive him a bit sick, sit and kick, and looked after him, but I think he's definitely a lot tougher this time in.
And of course, Beecher's Brook is the horse who he ran second in the WA Derby to a horse called King of Swing.
Well, yeah, that's right. Like you said about this bunch of 4-year-olds, there's nothing that actually stands out. It's all going to get down to barrier draws and a little bit of luck, and it's just a super crop of 4-year-olds, and make for very competitive racing coming up for sure.
And Golden State, you've driven that to victory at the Gloucester Park on Tuesday afternoon. He's come from last, and it took his while to catch the field and go around him, but he got up in the last couple of strides, and I think he had a bit up his sleeve.
Yeah, he actually was pretty underdone, and he pulled up very, very big. But we just drove him with a set. He's very, very fast, and last time in with his gate speed, we're always tended to use him out of the gate, but held up, he's not many quicker than him, so we're just going to try and drive him that way for the time being, and just drive him a bit more conservatively. And Beecher's Brook, they've sort of done the switch, they're the other way around now. He's sort of got the toughness now, and this bloke's very, very quick, but we're just going to save his gate speed for just down the track until he gets a bit fitter.
Mark, at this stage, who would you be inclined to drive in the Golden Nugget out of the two?
I've changed my mind about 20 times. As a 2-year-old, I had no doubt Golden State was the better of the two, but I think Beecher's Brook's come back a lot better. And if you put me in the posse, I'd probably go Beecher's Brook at the moment, but I could change my mind by next week.
And Mark, what can you tell the punters about Beecher's Brook's prospects in race 1 on Friday night at Gloucester Park?
Well, he's going to be very, very, very short. And I know value doesn't put food on the table, but he should be hard. I don't think there's an overly strong lot, and he's pulled up very, very well from Monday, so I think he should be winning.
And the feature event on Friday night at Gloucester Park is the Mount Eden Sprint, and you've got the wonderful mare drawn barrier 1 in Max Affair. She's having her first run since early in July. How's she going in work?
Flying. Yeah, she's flying. She works with these two, and the last couple of weeks she's really surprised us. So she hasn't trialled, and normally she takes a couple of runs and a couple of trials, but just the way her work's been, we had no hesitation, throw her in the deep end, and she'll run the race of her life without a doubt.
Well, she's drawn the prime barrier 1. There's some good competition with Rock and Roll Lincoln drawn 2 and King of Swing drawn 3. Can you beat those two very classy paces?
Yeah, they're very classy, but they don't worry us. I'm very, very confident in my horse that she'll give them something to chase. They've got the fitness on their side without a doubt, but if we could, a mile, she can run a strong mile. Just hopefully we don't get gassed too much early, and she'll be right there in the finish.
And Mark, she should bounce out in front of those other two.
Oh, she'll lead. Comes out on roller skates, she'll be leading.
Uh-huh. And later in the program, the stable's got All the Whispers, drawn reasonably well in race 9 at barrier 3.
It was a great run last week. He got back to near on last and made up a lot of ground late and finished right behind him. And prior to that, he trialled really, really well at Wanneroo. Went 158, and I think if he found the top, I think he'd go very, very close. He goes better fresh, and he's had to freshen up, and he only had the one run last week. It was a soft run. He was still full of running, so I think he gets his chance, and he'll be a bit of value too. So, he's probably each way better than not for me.
So Friday night should be a great night for the Reid camp, Father Mike and son Mark. I see the stable are going to get a new horse from New Zealand in Bodine Weston coming over. He's going to run in the Sires Stakes final at Addington in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, I don't know that much about the horse. I just have watched a couple of replays, and he looks a handy type. So I think they're going to leave him over there for the size, and after them races are done with, flick him on a plane and send him over. So we've got a very strong team coming along. It's probably the best team Dad's had probably ever. So
have you got any prospect of going over to drive him in the Sires?
Probably not. Well, things are going well. I'm happy. I'm happy over here, just potting along and keeping things afloat. I'm like the glue, Ken. So I don't know what they'd do without me if I went over there to drive it. So I think I better stay here, I reckon.
Well, good luck for a great, successful night at Gloucester Park on Friday night.
Thanks, Ken.